Welcome to the Explainer. So today, we're taking what is honestly a pretty dense 20-item specification sheet of Seiko's 2026 lineup, and we're transforming it into a structured, highly thematic guide. If you've looked at the source data, you know it's basically a massive wall of calibers, case diameters, and reference numbers. Well, we're cutting right through that noise. We're going to organize these specs so you can find the absolute perfect watch for your specific lifestyle. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the overall 2026 Seiko lineup. Next, Prospex, built for adventure. Then, Astron, high-tech travel. After that, we'll hit the classics with Presage, King, and Premier. And finally, the top-tier timepieces. Section 1, the 2026 Seiko lineup. Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer scale of this top 20 list when we look at the engines inside. We've got absolute dominance from the automatic movement. We're talking 13 out of the 20 powered by mechanical automatics, sitting alongside 5 solar quartz and just 2 standard quartz models. Despite all the wild tech advancements out there, this vividly signals Seiko's continued deep dedication to traditional spring-powered watchmaking. Section 2, Prospex built for adventure. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when you want some real robust wrist presence. Comparing the Glacier, Tongya, and Black Silicones side by side, you see they range from a highly wearable 40.5 millimeters all the way up to a really bold 45 millimeters. Yeah, you might actually need to hit the gym for that one. But the constant across the board here is that professional-grade 200-meter water resistance, completely backed up by absolute tanks for calibers like the 6R35 and 4R36 automatics. Of course, if you're taking these things into deep, dark water, you absolutely need to be able to read them, right? Enter LumiBrite. Now, just to be sure we're all on the same page horologically, this is Seiko's proprietary ultra-bright luminous paint. They apply it super generously to the hands, the indexes, the bezels, basically ensuring extreme visibility when it's completely pitch black. It's a non-negotiable safety feature for a true adventure diver. But hey, 200 meters isn't the ceiling. 300. That is the extreme water resistance rating you'll find on the Prospex SLA 045J1. This is not just for a casual weekend swim. This marks it as a serious saturation diving tool. It's engineered specifically for professionals spending extended time at extreme depths, complete with a massive 50-hour power reserve and an anti-reflective box-shaped sapphire crystal. Seriously impressive stuff. To wrap up our adventures section, it's pretty vital to point out that not every Prospex needs a mechanical engine. They actually offer incredibly practical solar chronographs too, like the SSE 813. Powered by the V92 caliber, it rocks a fantastic 39mm diameter, an overcharge prevention function, and get this, a staggering 6-month power reserve. It just absorbs light and keeps on ticking, making it the ultimate grab-and-go companion for everyday reliability. Section 3. Astron, high-tech travel. All right, we're shifting gears from the deep ocean to the global Voyager. Notice the materials here. To offset these larger 42 and 43 millimeter cases, Seiko is using lightweight titanium with super hard diamond shield coatings on the SPX models. So you get that massive tech presence without the heavy arm fatigue. Though they do still offer classic steel with the GPS solar block if you're someone who prefers that traditional heft. So the crucial point here is the sheer convenience of this GPS solar technology. I mean, it entirely prevents travel confusion. By syncing directly with GPS satellites anywhere on Earth, the watch just automatically adjusts to your location across 39 different time zones. Factor in the perpetual calendar and daylight savings functions, and you literally never have to fiddle with your crown when you step off a plane. It's like having a supercomputer right on your wrist. Section 4. Classics. Presage, King, and Premier. Now, we are pivoting entirely away from those rugged tool watches to pure elegance. Where the heavy-duty Prospex uses thick silicone and rotating bezels to track your dive times, the Presage and Premier models strip all that bulk away. Instead, they favor sophisticated leather straps, absolutely stunning champagne dials, elegant Roman numerals, and scratch-resistant sapphire crystals. It's just a completely different horological language. Honestly, my favorite part about these classic lines is their return to vintage proportions. Take the King Seiko. It shrinks the case down to a beautifully classic 37mm diameter. Even the Premier Quartz stays really sleek at 40.7mm with a razor-thin 6.3mm thickness. Add in the minimalist leather styling of those presage models, and you've got gorgeous timepieces perfectly engineered for sliding gracefully right under a tailored shirt cuff. Section 5. The top-tier timepieces. So we've explored the adventurers, the travelers, and the classicists. But to fully appreciate the top of our list today, we have to demystify one specific marvel, and that's spring drive. This uniquely Japanese movement brilliantly combines the limitless torque of traditional mechanical winding with the extreme precision of quartz regulation. The result? A completely silent, smooth sweeping seconds hand. It is an absolute marvel of modern horology. Let's move to the top 3 and see how this all builds together. Notice a fascinating trend right away. All 3 top spots are dominated by the Prospex collection. At number 3, we have the LX, featuring that incredible spring drive movement and 300 meters of water resistance. Coming in at number 2 is the massive 45mm limited edition Tongja. And taking the gold medal is the Speed Timer SRQ 043. Let's give this one the spotlight it truly deserves. The undisputed champion of 2026 is the Prospex Speed Timer Chronograph SRQ 043 Automatic. This piece represents just a stunning culmination of Seiko's deep sports timing heritage, perfectly mixed with modern, premium mechanical specifications. Let's walk through these final winning details together. The SRQ 043 features a perfectly sized 42.5mm stainless steel case, housing a striking blue dial with really bold Arabic numerals. It's driven by a premium automatic movement and secured by a solid folding buckle bracelet. But the standout feature, the one adding immense horological value here, is that exhibition caseback. Unlike the solid steel backs of those deep divers we talked about earlier, this one allows you to literally flip the watch over and actually admire the intricate automatic movement hard at work. So I leave you with this final thought today. Adventurer, traveler, or classicist? Which 2026 Seiko lifestyle actually belongs on your wrist? We've explored the 300-meter sat divers, the GPS syncing globetrotters, and those beautiful 37mm vintage classics. Take a second to reflect on which of these 3 distinct watch categories fits your day-to-day life the absolute best. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep enjoying the fascinating world of watches.